seeker mine detected. Boost about to come online. Boost now active. Agent down.
Halfway to the finish. No one's retreating. The fight continues. The rogues have run out of reinforcements. You can win them.
Boost about to activate.
Being held by your squad.
Rogue seeker mine detected. Rogue stinger hive detected.
It's held by friendlies.
An agent needs assistance.
The enemy is claiming the supply drop. The specialization supply drop has fallen into enemy hands.
Boost about to activate.
You're almost out of time.
Boost online.
There are no more rogue reinforcements.
Allies are acquiring the boost. Allies have acquired the boost. Rogue striker drone detected.
Hello everyone and welcome to another build video. For today's video I want to show you my Ravenous build. This is a build specifically made for PvP, and I wanted to get a build set up for this weapon a long time ago due to the weapon talent, and also I added an LMG on this build. I could easily add an assault rifle or something else, but I wanted an LMG, and I think that the LMG chose for this build is actually the best one to use for PvP. So let's get over into the build. I have the demolitions for the 5% damage to target out of cover, which is quite good. Let's go over into the first weapon, which is obviously the Ravenous. For those who don't own the Ravenous, pretty easy to get, in my opinion, compared to the Eagle Bearer. The Ravenous drops in the Operation Iron Horse, same as Eagle Bearer for the Operation Dark Hours. You will need to gather 5 keys and open a stash at the end of the raid, and there is a chance for you to get the Ravenous. I have 4 Ravenous, and I have only 2 Eagle Bearers. I had more Ravenous. I had to like either share with other teammates, or I think I deconstructed one. The rest I shared with the team members, and yeah, I had a lot of them. So basically, the chance of you getting this one is higher compared to the Eagle Bearer. And I wanted to do a build for this weapon due to the talent that he has. So just going short on this one. So it says here, I'm going to read all of it. I'm just going to say, so depending which shoulder you shoot, starting from the when you aim with the right shoulder, you add stacks. And depending how much stacks you add on the team, when you switch the shoulder, it will detonate. Detonating from the left shoulder will do a lot of damage. And starting from the left shoulder, if you detonate on the right shoulder, you will get bonus armor. So depending which shoulder do you start and which shoulder do you detonate, will give you different bonuses. And I think, in my opinion, this is not like if I'm going to choose like a rifle for PvP, I'd rather go with this one due to the benefits that this weapon has. So I think that right now the Ravenous, in my opinion, is probably like the best rifle for PvP in the game. Now for the secondary weapon, I have the MG5 with critical hit damage instead of damage to armor. I wanted to get more critical hit damage, but if you like to have like better stats, you suggest switching to damage to armor, and you can see here damage to target, auto cover, and LMG damage with the talent strain. Obviously, this is very easy to use. The talent, due to the LMG, has 85 magazine size, so you'll be able to do a lot of damage, especially at the nearly end of the magazine. You'll do a lot of damage, and also this weapon has a high RPM on it. Good. So let me show you the stats real quick. So I have here the critical hit chance for the scope. I have the critical hit chance coming from the demolitions. So this small laser pointer that has 7% critical hit chance instead of 5, as you can see here. This one is due to the demolitions talent. So that's another good thing, having the demolition for this one. And also I have the 35 plus rounds on the magazine. For the sidearm, I have the Orbit, not necessarily like the best. I mean, it's probably like a good option, but rarely I use the sidearm in PvP. So I choose the Orbit specifically for the talent, because when you kill, you will be able to get the 35% critical hit chance, which I don't need, but I get this 45% critical hit damage. Now let's go over into the gears, gear. So right now I have for the mask the Gila Guard for that 5% total armor with armor, critical hit chance, critical hit damage, and critical hit chance. For the backpack, I choose Memento due to the weapon damage, armor, and +1 skill tier. The +1 skill tier actually helps me a lot due to having both EMP sticky shocker. And also I have the Pulse Jammer, which is actually very good in my opinion, especially when players in PvP, they like to use shields and also a lot of skills. So the Pulse and the Pulse Jammer and the Sticky MP is probably like the best skills to have for this gear set. So that's the +1 skill tier helps me on that department, and also have armor and weapon damage. For the chest, I choose the Seska and I rolled armor on it, as you can see here. I choose Seska for 10% critical hit chance. And also you can see here godlike roll with unbreakable on it. In my opinion, I wanted to get 4 blues on this build. So that's why I rolled the armor over here instead of the damage. For the contractors, for the gloves, I have the contractor's gloves, obviously because I'm using an LMG to give me the 10% LMG damage. I rolled also armor on this one, and I also have damage to armor and critical hit damage. For the knee pads, it's obviously the Fox sprayers with rifle damage, weapon damage, critical damage to target, auto cover, and critical hit chance. And for the holster is Grupo Sombra to give me that 50% critical hit damage with critical hit damage and critical hit chance. Now the stats, let me show the stats real quick. So I have 54% critical hit chance and 151 critical hit damage. In my opinion, you can kind of like go for less critical hit damage and get a more critical hit chance, but tested so far, I think that the 54% critical hit chance is probably like the best to have for this build. You don't need a lot, especially that the rifle, the Ravenous, fires 2 bullets at the same time. As you can see here, it has two barrels. So when you're firing when you're clicking once, you're going to fire 2 bullets at the same time. So it's obviously you're going to have a bigger chance to hit the critical hit chance. Not on the both bullets, but you'll be able to do a lot of damage, in my opinion, if you're firing 2 bullets at the same time. So yes, I think that this is probably like the highlight of the build. In my opinion, this is a good build for PvP. If you want to go for a rifle build, the Ravenous is probably like the best rifle right now for use for PvP use, and also it's very good on PvE as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to see more The Division 2 content like this, and until next time, have a good one.